Hello everyone. So the first problem that we are trying to solve is to count the number of occurrences of each word in a text file. Now, the first operation that we have to do is we have to open the file. Now, this is a text file that I have, okay? And this text file is present in this path, okay? So because the text file is present in the same folder as my program, I can simply give the name of the text file followed by the mode, that is the read mode. Okay, in general, so this is the um, relative path. If I want to use the absolute path, what I can do is I can use this. In case your file is not there in the same folder, I'm using forward slash because if I use backward slash, then I have to uh, escape it with another backward slash. So I can use forward slash instead. Done. Now, when you open this, it returns a file descriptor. Open method returns a file descriptor. And you can save it in any variable. You can name it using the rules you use to name any other variable. Okay. Then once you have this file descriptor, you will call the read method on this file descriptor so that the file is read. And the result of the read method is a string. So that string is stored in this particular string variable. And now let's just print this. Okay, let's just print this text or this string so that we know that the file is being read correctly. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, the file is being read correctly. Now the next part that we have here is we want to do some pre-processing. So first part was to open the file in read mode and we could read the contents of the file. Now let's do some pre-processing on this. So the first part of pre-processing is we want to convert everything to a lowercase. So for example, here he is at the beginning of the sentence, so it's capital. Here he is small. Now, if you want to count all the occurrences of he, this he and this he should not be counted as two separate words, right? So for that, what we want to do is we want to convert the entire string to lowercase. Note that we are not touching the file. We are simply working on the string that we have read from the file. And we are also uh, converting it to lowercase and not upper because conventionally we write the words in lowercase except when we need to capitalize it. You can also use upper method. That will also work correctly. But this is better. This is the this is normal convention that is followed. We convert it to lowercase. Okay. Now another important pre-processing is if I use the split function at this point, ultimately I have to use the split function only. So you must have studied the split function. Split function splits based on white spaces. And it creates a list of all those words. So he, then space. So he will be considered a separate word. Was, then space. So was will be second word. Most, then space will be third word. 50 comma. So comma will be considered as a part of the entire word and there will be a space. So let's see. What I'm saying is, okay, I did not print the list, so you won't know, right? So I have to print the list just to show what exactly is being converted or treated as a word. Okay. So as you can see, 50 comma 8 dot. This is not right. Okay. And similarly, when you have a punctuation mark preceded and followed by space, then that punctuation mark is also considered as a separate word, which we don't want to happen. So what we have to do here is we have to remove all the punctuation marks before we split. So this is another part of the pre-processing itself. So we have to make a translation table using the make trans. We'll call make trans on the text string And what we'll do is, normally we use the first argument as the original character, second argument as the replacement character, and the third argument is the character that you want to be removed. So we want to remove all the punctuation marks. So for that, we have this variable called as punctuation, which is present in the string library. And normally we import libraries at the beginning of the program. So I'll write import string over here. And now this is a translation table, which I will have to assign somewhere. This is a translation table. And now the translation will be done by the translate method. Okay. So we'll use the translate method on this string. So text.translate and table. Okay. And now let's see the effect of all this on our output. So as you can see, now the punctuation marks are not attached to the words. Punctuation marks are all gone from the string. Okay. Now our word list is usable. So pre-processing is done. Now coming to the actual solution. So this is our actual solution. First part is to break it into a word list. Let's remove the printing part, is not needed. Now we want to iterate through this particular list, which can be done with the for loop. And there are two scenarios. If the word is seen for the first time, that is not in. Now, which data structure we'll use here? So here we are associating two things. First is the word itself and then its count. So when we have this associative kind of a relationship, we go for a dictionary. Okay. So we'll say counts equal to empty brackets. This creates a dictionary, or you can use the constructor create a dictionary. Okay. So if the word is not in counts, that means this will by default, when we use in and not in case of list or set or tuple, it checks whether that element is there in the list or tuple or set or not. When we use it with a dictionary, it will check whether it is in the set of the keys of the dictionary. Okay. So if the word is not in the dictionary, that means we do not have this key value pair, then we create a key value pair. Now, in case of a dictionary, we use associative indexing. That is just like for a list, we have like list of 0, 1, -1, etc. Similarly, in case of dictionaries, we write the key itself as an index in the square brackets, and this is equal to value. So the key, which is the word, has the value, which is 1. Else, what will be there in the else part? So if word is not in counts is false, that means word is there in counts. That means the word is already there in the dictionary. Word was seen before. In that case, you simply have to increment the count of the word by 1. This is the shorthand assignment operator, addition assignment operator that I'm using. So this simply means counts of word equal to counts of word plus 1. Now that's it. That gives us the answer of our problem. This solves the problem. And we simply print the dictionary. Okay. So, okay, I'll just comment everything else out so that we'll only get this in our output. Okay. So as you can see, he occurs 5 times, was occurs 9 times, most occurs 1 times, 50 occurs 1 times. So that's our answer. Okay. So if you have any questions, any doubts, do post them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.